Hello, and you are exactly where you want to be right now, because yes, it is time now for our little spot of entertainment. It's becoming a bit of a regular feature here on the morning show, isn't it? I'm delighted to say that today we are certainly going to be sung to in grand style. What we have for you is a CD from Blake. It's called Together. It's their third album, but this is a special edition with 3 extra tracks, and it's been remixed. And you also get a signed photograph, and the lads have actually physically signed each and every one. They're not writer's cramp. They're not being printed, so you have got something very special there for you as well. £11, 563 863 is your item number. And here they are. So we have Jules, Stephen, Ollie and Humphrey. And you are the lads who were found each other through Facebook, although Humphrey, you're a latest addition through Twitter, which is a lovely story, a sort of a modern story in itself. But let's start at the far end, Jules. As far as your singing, though, you're quite classical, really, rather than sort of you're not a modern pop group. You are a boy band on one level, but a classical one.
Well, yeah, we've always been called a classical boy band. But I mean, the albums we've done have shown a real sort of range of styles of music. So some of it's sort of quite quasi-classical, and some of it's quite poppy, so that there's a real mix.
Yes, and we'll hear that today, in actual fact. And Stephen, your first album was a massive success, and you were nominated and then awarded the Brit Award for the Album of the Year in the Classical department. I mean, that's just incredible, isn't it? For your first album.
It was dreamlike. We never expected to be where we are now, and on our third album. But to get that award for the first album for us was literally totally a dream come true. We were so happy.
Well, and we love the music, and that's so many people do. That's why you won the award. And Ollie, 2 years on, I mean, that was May 2008 that you won that first Brit. 2 years on, next week, the Brit Awards again. Again, you've been nominated for Best Album.
I know, it's great. I think it's wonderful. It shows an enormous amount of sort of staying power, and I think a lot of respect from the industry. It's a tough industry to be in. We're an independent artist now.
Well, actually, let me pick up on that, because you are, of the 10 albums that have been awarded, you're the only independent label.
That's right,
and and so without the massive backing of these huge conglomerates of record companies, that's even more of a mark of success, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly tough that way, but I think we've learnt a lot in the short 3 years we've been around, and actually 3 years is quite an age for any singer these days in the music industry. It's so quick.
Yeah, I suppose put like that, because there are quite a few one-hit wonders, which you're definitely not, Humphrey. You're the latest addition, in actual fact, so you're the new boy, but already #1 in Australia and South Africa.
Yeah, it's been an amazing year. I mean, when I first came in, we made the album together, which was a really exciting summer, and we went down to the studio and had a great time, and we've just been so delighted with the success. To have a #1 in Australia, we've always had a good following there, and now South Africa as well, and the Brit Award. We're over the moon. So
you've just come back from tour around the UK. Got another one based, Stephen, I think, in the autumn?
Yeah, we're doing a full UK tour with an evening with Blake. It's a very special tour, which we're doing through the autumn, so tickets are on sale for that already.
That sounds interesting, an evening with Blake. How about a morning with Blake? Should we get him to sing? I think we should get you to sing. Yeah, I know you've got your proper stand-up and behind your microphones position that we're going to see in just a moment, but it's a bit early in the morning to ask you to do it. But Ollie, can you manage?
We'll give it a go.
We like singing on the sofa.
We can't promise it's going to sound any good.
Right.
Okay.
I have faith.
So this is us without all of the electronics.
Go on then. Pure Blake.
Maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. And it's not a cry you can hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah.
My word, took about shivers down the spine. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. There is something so pure about music without, voices without the music.
Yeah, well, I think that's part of what Blake are. Our 4-part harmony is key to our sound, and we can on this album we've got so many different types of music, but we can do that because we can bring a whole new arrangement to it, and it just gives us a lot of
Well, let's talk a little bit
spontaneity.
about the, just looking for the back of it actually. It's probably easier to show here, I think, for our, actually no, maybe that one. We've got a whole mixture there. You have got some classical, you've got some theatrical music as well. Have we got the one that you wrote, Beautiful Earth? That's actually your own composition, isn't it?
We've sort of really wanted to start doing some original material as well, so there's that great song on there written by the American songwriter Denise Rich. Yeah, and as you say, sort of stuff from Les Miserables and some classical stuff as well, like Ave Maria.
We're going to hear that in a moment. Very quickly, Stephen, is there a name, is there a reason behind the name Blake?
We named ourselves after the English poet William Blake, because one of our favourite songs to sing, the British classic, is Jerusalem, which of course all of the
We
the
sang
poetry
that
was
at my
written by him.
wedding. And on that note,
Of course you did.
let me head you over towards the stage, if you wouldn't mind. You can take your